Good morning, my angels. It's Friday morning. Christine here. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday and a good night. And I hope everybody is waking up with a smile on their face this morning. And it's going to be a good day. As long as you think it, it will be a good day. I just want to let everybody know, too, that hubby and I are going on vacation starting on Sunday. So I won't be back on until probably Thursday of next week. So, if you guys don't see me for a few days, everything is fine. We're just having a good time for my birthday and then my husband's birthday. We're kind of celebrating it in one. So everything is okay. We're just out of town for a little bit and having fun. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. So if you don't see me for a few days, everything is good. Today's video is one of my favorites, and that is mind control. And that is one of my gifts that I have. I have been able to master the mind for quite some time now. Since I was younger, I can remember back being able to figure out my gifts. And I want to start off by saying, too, as a earth angel, because I just don't put the name out there just to say it, there's a reason behind it. And you know, few were chosen. There's 144,000 people that were chosen. And people start realizing who you are during certain months. If you look back at my video, it's usually towards the end of the year when people start breaking out of their light worker and you start feeling your sensations and your vibrations. If you are a light worker, a earth angel, you should already know by now. You should already be out and able to use your gifts and your abilities and to help out others. We are here for just that reason. We are here kind of to just observe things and help people out and to use our gifts to be able to help people too. Before you can master your mind, there's 3 things that you need to make sure that your mind is right and going through before you can master it. Now, it's mastering your mind and using your mind as a gift is not a witchcraft or a negative entry. It is a gift that some have, that they're able to use it towards an object or use it towards a person. So with that being said, if you are a light worker, an earth angel, somebody cannot cast a spell on you. As a matter of fact, we're able to read that energy. So if somebody is trying to cast a spell on you or bring negative to you or your life or your family, we can already feel that energy coming towards us, if that makes sense. But if you are a light worker, an earth angel, that cannot affect you. So that's why I love having this gift of mastering the mind, because you can't be affected by any negativity once you have mastered it. And I'm going to go through the 3 things that have to be in check before you can. This might not make sense for some that are watching the video, but master of the mind goes back from centuries of our presidents, way back. And people are born into this gift to be able to actually read minds and be able to use our minds, if that makes any sense. So there is a difference. I also want to touch base with this, that I have another video that I've done between possessed and oppressed. And once you are a Christian, a 100% full reborn Christian, you cannot be possessed. Okay? You can be oppressed. Christians can be oppressed. But if you are a Christian and on top of that having a gift of the mind, neither one can happen to you, because, that is a strength and ability that people have. Like we can tell when someone's trying to put a spell on us or do something negative to us, and we're able to kick that back with this type of ability, if that makes sense. Now, there's 3 things that you have to keep in check to be able to master your mind daily. And if these things aren't in check every day, then your vibrations and sensations can't get out. They can't be used because they're so cluttered by things. You have to have a clear mind. You also have to have enough strength and ability of your own so no one can put mind control on you or put something in your mind. A person that has mind abilities is able to keep it so that somebody else can't put something in your mind or try to control your mind. That's our ability. We're able to kick that out and full force it back to the person that is trying to wish us negativity. And the good part about my gifts is being able to know who they are. We know exactly where it's coming from, exactly what they're trying to do. So once you have the gift of mastering your mind, it could be more potent than any, this thing will stay focused, any ritual. It's bigger. So once you have the strength and the ability to strengthen your powers, you're able to not let anybody get inside your mind. So that's number 1. Strength and the ability. You have to keep the strength in your mind. Number 2 is having control over yourself. You think positive about yourself. There's no room for negativity if you have this type of gift. You have to always be positive about things. You have to be right up here as well as your whole body. In order for your mind to be right, your body does. In order for your body, your mind does. It's like a vicious circle when it comes to that. And number 3, don't have any fear in your mind. You got to live fearless. If you have any type of fear in your mind, that'll cause your vibrations to be stuck. You won't be able to use your ability of your mind, if that makes any sense. You can create and decreate your life and things in it and the people in it. You know, once you figure out, that you have this gift of your mind and you start mastering it, then you're able to create and decreate what you want to happen in your life or the people in your life. And that goes back with what I was just saying with, if people are trying to go against you, your mind control is a big thing. And we don't have to get into any, witchcraft and things like that as a Christian. But our gifts are just as strong. So, with that being said, if, somebody is trying to control you or do something negative in your life, you have the ability to push that out and reforce it back to that person. And yes, some light workers and some earth angels, which are the same thing, they're able to know who's doing what. We can read minds. I can look at somebody or something and be able to read off of it, which some of you know that is another one of my gifts, is touching things and reading the vibrations off of it, as well as healing. I also have the ability to be able to heal. If something is hurting or something is bothering you physically on your body or whatever, I'm able to heal that. So I deal with a couple different gifts of my own, and once you start mastering your gifts, they're easy to use. Sometimes you have to be careful because sometimes you get so caught up in mastering your gifts that it can get very crazy, just like anybody else that practices different rituals or whatever they do in their negative stuff they do. But this, you know, having a gift of the mind is positive things. It's a way to be able to use your powers, your gifts, but in a positive way, if that makes any sense. We're still able to use them to protect ourselves against negativity too. It just hits that person in a whole nother angle, if that makes sense. So once you start figuring out your gifts, if you have any gifts, if not, you know, try it out. Try to see if you do. Some people have gifts that they haven't even let out and tried using yet. You know, see if maybe that is one of your gifts. Some people have one, some people have two. You know, some people have three. It doesn't, some people might not have any gifts at all. But if you believe that you're one of the 144,000 people, light workers, earth angels here, you know, you should start, by last year, you should start coming out and using your gifts. And if you haven't already opened up and using your gifts yet, try it out to see if that's one of yours, you know, the mind. After you get really mastered in your mind, you're able to move things with your mind, move objects. You're able to talk to somebody through your mind. Especially, I know when there are other light workers around me or earth angels because I'm able to talk to them through my mind without saying anything. It's pretty crazy when you dig in deep with your mind. But you have to be careful, like I said, not only because your gifts and your powers can be pretty strong at times, but also you have to be careful that you don't trap your vibrations in your mind, because then, you know, it's hard for you to be able to use your gift, and you might do it the wrong ways. You know what I mean? Just like my other gift I have for touching objects. You need to be careful of what hand you use and know which hand, so you don't send that energy back into the object of yourself. You know what I mean? So there's things that, you know, you have to follow, but once you figure out what your gifts are, if you have any, then it's really exciting to be able to master your gifts. And I myself have 3 of them, so I've already shared, I think I've went over all of mine with you, but I haven't really showed you. When I get back from vacation, I told you I'm going to redo my desk, and I'm going to be bringing in more of my gifts and showing you guys. I think I'm going to pick up a few things when we do. This thing is not focusing. When we do go on vacation, I'm going to pick up a few things while we're out in Orlando to be able to put on my desk and do some things. So I will see you guys when I am back from vacation. You guys be nice to people. Do something nice. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great start of your week. And I will be back in no time. You guys